right, folks, a couple of updates on talcum powder litigation, Johnson & Johnson. As many of you know, there are a lot of cases in court now. Talcum powder apparently causes ovarian cancer. Early 1970s, Johnson & Johnson, they've been making talcum powder for many years already. They were told by their own scientists that they should shift to using cornstarch. They decided not to because talcum powder was cheaper. Lots of people have been developing ovarian cancer that have used talcum powder over the years. 2018, Reuters investigative journalism uncovered the fact that Johnson & Johnson knew about this problem. They are still in denial. We now have about over 20,000 lawsuits in court suing Johnson & Johnson. In June, the Supreme Court rejected an appeal that Johnson & Johnson filed over a $4 billion jury verdict that was reduced to $2 billion. And the Mississippi Supreme Court upheld but reduced the award to $2 billion. Because there's so many cases, a lot of them are filed in the same courts, the judges control their dockets, try to force settlement. There were some settlement discussions going on between the Johnson & Johnson attorneys and the plaintiff's attorneys. Johnson & Johnson attorneys said that they were going to file for bankruptcy. Whoa, how can a publicly held company that's valued at over $400 billion do that? Well, guess what? Texas allows corporations to essentially do a two-step maneuver where they can separate their companies. And the idea here was that Johnson & Johnson was going to separate, create a new company that was just going to essentially hold the talcum powder liabilities. So once the plaintiff's attorneys heard that, they tried to take affirmative action and stop that from happening. Last week, a federal court said no go. Essentially, it was a procedural decision. The courts were basically saying until Johnson & Johnson actually does those steps, no one can legally challenge those moves. So we got to stay tuned. We're not even sure that Johnson & Johnson is going to take that maneuver. It's going to be a very risky maneuver because, not risky, but difficult maneuver, because you got to show that if you're setting up this kind of corporation, you're not doing it to essentially avoid liability. So stay tuned. I'm going to update you on other bankruptcy issues going on with this mass tort world. All of a sudden, that's becoming a hot topic. And that will be coming in the next video. I'm going to be talking about the opioid litigation and pharma and Purdue and what just happened there. So thanks for listening. My name is Greg Goldfarb. Any questions? 305-374-7000. Thank you.